Take it over to our Troy Kless. He's got a live interview right now with Lina Hidalgo. Troy, please give us an update on Beryl and how Harris County is responding.
Kim, thank you. Yeah, we are just now getting this new information here from Harris County Judge Lina Hidalgo. So thank you for joining us. So we understand we've been getting some information from emergency officials. What do we know right now about the immediate impacts to Harris County?
The most important thing for everyone to know before I get to that is that from now to the next couple of hours is going to be the absolute worst of this weather event. And so the way we're talking about it amongst the emergency management personnel is everybody in Harris County, please treat the next hour and a half to 2 hours as if a tornado were coming to Harris County, because the entire eastern wall of that hurricane is going to hit us really hard. So I'm asking everybody to shelter away from windows. We didn't think we were going to get to this point of that strength, but it is a dangerous situation. We have one confirmed casualty, a gentleman in Humble, 53 years old, casualty due to weather. It was a fallen tree. A tree fell, and we don't know more details than that. I know City of Houston has an unconfirmed tragedy, not sure whether it's weather related or not. There have not been a whole lot of rescues overnight. Some in the city. We didn't have any in Harris County. Last update about it an hour ago. However, the fire department's EMS on the northern part of the county are totally in place. They will not be going out for calls because it's that dangerous. So just to give everybody an idea, but this impacts the whole county. Right before I got here, everybody's calling loved ones to say please be showing shelter. So that's the message I'm really hoping you guys can help me get out. In terms of flooding, we are seeing some flooding. What happens in the next couple of hours will determine whether we see tens of homes that might have some flooding or whether we see an even more widespread event. So our bayous are doing very well so far, better certainly with the work we've done, but they're very close in a lot of places. So we're concerned for Meyerland, we're concerned for Halls, Greens, Hunting, Brays also toward the medical center is concerning. The area of downtown is totally impassable. 45 and I-10 there are going to close, pretty much are already impassable. And the good news is the bayous, obviously, they go like this, and so there's a lot more capacity at the top. So we're hoping that crossing fingers, it won't be too much out of banks. Once the eye of the hurricane gets past us, there's just not that much rain on the southern bottom part, I guess, of the hurricane. So we will be able to hopefully get a little break from the rain for those levels to go down. But right now, as the eye enters Harris County and goes to the west of it is when we really need everybody to shelter. I do want to thank everyone. We're watching the images of the various roads. We have all the cameras here and very, 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 very little traffic. I mean, really, just one car here or there. And so I think, well, obviously that's why we haven't had rescues, because people did stay inside as we requested. Looks nothing like the Monday morning we normally have, but as I said, next hour and a half, 2 hours, please, 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 shelter in place away from windows.
One thing that's also impacting a lot of people right now is CenterPoint Energy reporting over 1.3 at least million customers without power right now. You told us last night you're bringing in assets that are ready to come in after the effect. Do we have enough to get people back online? I know it's hard to tell, but when could we start to see some of those customers get power back?
Okay, so good news and bad news. Bad news is we're at 1.7 million customers without power in the region. I'm still trying to get the number for Harris County specifically, but that's for the whole region. Another piece of bad news, we were expecting the transmission lines would be fine. The last update is 11 transmission lines are down. Those are the really big ones, what they call the highways that get the power to our community. So that's the bad news. The good news is, number one, at the last event, the derecho, CenterPoint figured out how to go around the transmission lines. And so their assessment right now is they'll be able to do that again and reroute somehow around those downed lines. So, and this time they won't have to figure out how to do it. They can just go in and do it. So hopefully it won't take that long to get them back up. Another piece of good news is they are already sending an additional 4,000 mutual assistance crews to Harris County. So that's on top of the 2,500 that were already slated. Excuse me, not to Harris County, to the region, to the service area of CenterPoint. But still, that's a big number. So added to the linemen that are already in our region, there's going to be around 10,000 working to restore power to our region. So that is a reason for hope that we won't be facing these outages for too long. But yeah, I mean, folks here, their homes also, as they're chatting with their loved ones, are without power. And I know it's a challenge, but one thing at a time right now. As we predicted, the most dangerous part of this is the wind, which obviously causes outages, but it also poses a major threat to life safety.
Again, the key message for people is to stay home for the next several hours. Any other messaging or any other areas of concern around Harris County? You mentioned the northern part, but any other areas of concern right now?
The whole county is at risk. So the northern part is worse right now because, you know, it's just the way things are going, but that doesn't mean that if you're not in the north, you're okay. To be clear, we're still predicting that this is going to go through to noon, but the next hour and a half, 2 hours is where you act as though there was a hurricane. After that, we hope that the rains will subside and levels will start to go down, but we'll see.
Judge Hidalgo, again, thank you. Any other message for people as, again, riding out the storm, staying in place for the next several hours, and again, just your message as we get to, again, into tonight and into tomorrow as well?
We're planning forward already toward recovery. Unfortunately, right, we're already recovering from the derecho and the floods. I know there's this, but so we're very much leaning forward on that. And other than that, you know, thank you for heeding our warnings, and please look out for yourself and your family.
Judge Hidalgo, thank you so much for your time here. So again, the key messaging, again, to stay input and stay in place again until noon and possibly beyond. And again, some key updates there. 1.7 million CenterPoint Energy customers in the region without power right now. And again, at least 2 weather-related casualties, one in the Harris County area and one within the city of Houston. Again, waiting to confirm details about that, but again, just speaks to the danger of this storm right now. So again, we're here in the Emergency Operations Center. We'll keep giving you new information once we receive it.